we did have wind gusts almost to 60, 59 at the airport.
Yeah.
And so there was a few little issues there. So obviously they're still hanging on, I hope.
Right, I hope so.
Yeah. Hey, it would turn out to be pretty good compared to most normal storm systems. Let's take a look, see what's going on. This was a look from earlier today when our storm trackers were up in southeastern Kansas, as we ended up with some power outages in a few locations as well, near Dewey and just north of Bartlesville. So there were a couple of places where trees got knocked down, power got knocked out as well. So there was a few times, it was just a little scary, but Bob and JD were out during the course of the evening. All right, let's find out a little bit more about what's happening now. This is, well, really not really at this point, but as the sun was setting, there was a double rainbow. This coming out of Caney, Kansas, and that's where Sherry took this picture. Pretty cool shot there of the ranch in the background. This is from down in Biggs as that cold front was approaching. Jamie sent this in. That's that trailing line. You see kind of what we'd call the thunderheads, or a few of the thunderstorms that were along the outflow boundary that were starting to push on to the south. And it started earlier today with tornado warnings up to the north in southern Nebraska and northern Kansas, that red occasionally you see. Then it turned into severe thunderstorms with strong winds of 60, 70 miles an hour. As it moved into Oklahoma, we expected to die down, and it has so. There's still some areas where there's a few lightning strikes. And notice how this isn't pushing southeast anymore. So over the course of the last hour, it's just kind of hanging out. So we're going to see this bubble for another hour or two. Some of the heaviest rains at this point are just north of my Stillwell strawberries. And so the Strawberry Festival coming up. And hopefully we don't get any hail on it, but we are looking at some moderate rains in some of these areas. Moderate rains have been just east side of Muskogee, and also one just southwest of Olive and near Cushing. And some friends say, man, it doesn't rain over here. We haven't had that much rain. So hopefully you snag a little bit. Temperatures cooler, as I mentioned before, 60s north with 70s south. Temperatures are not quite as different as they were about an hour or two ago, but the humidity levels are definitely different. So tonight through the early morning hours, we'll see most of these areas of rain and some lightning and thunder kind of wane, so to speak, and then showers and a few thunderstorms still left over in northwest Arkansas. By morning, we'll be in the mid-60s, so enjoy the cooler weather, if you want to call that cooler. By the time we get on into noontime, we're back to a lot of moisture piling back up, a lot of clouds. And by late afternoon, showers and the rumble of thunder is going to be across a pretty good chunk of the area. Instead of out of Kansas, this time this storm system's coming out of Texas, believe it or not. So it's got two different directions. And so this one's overtaking the ones that were to the north, so to speak. And as that moves further to the north as we go through tomorrow night at this time, that'll take our chances of showers with it through early Thursday morning. But our odds of rain have come up considerably with this storm system. And we've been watching this for several days now. We knew it was most likely a good chance of rain, but 60s in the morning by noon, should be partly cloudy for Thursday. And then we have the afternoon, not bad, 70s to low 80s, kind of muggy. We do see some scattered showers and storms. It could be some strong or severe out to the west of us, then moving in for our Thursday night. Now, these would be hail and wind, isolated tornado risks in central Oklahoma. They should start to die down a little bit as they come here, but they'll still have wind and hail for sure and some heavy rains. Isolated tornado risk. By Friday morning, we're in the 60s. During the afternoon, should turn out to be pretty good, partly sunny, and temperatures will be in the 80s again. So we're getting muggy, but there is a slight chance to pop up late afternoon thunderstorms. And of course, something kind of big's happening, just a little bit of like, well, golf and Mayfest. So we'll deal with the chance of a few thunderstorms Thursday night that could be strong or severe. Then hopefully it just goes to slight chances of scattered rain and thunderstorms. And hopefully most of the time will be at night. So that's our plan right now. We'll see if we can get that to happen. So during the daytime on Friday for both Mayfest and Live, chance of rain are very limited. So there'll be better chance in the evening or overnight. Saturday and Sunday would be a similar story, and a little bit better chance as we go into late Saturday afternoon or Saturday night. And then again on Sunday, there's still a chance of some shower storms. So it's like, is that ever going to end? We're going to have to build a big ark? Well, hopefully not. Anyway, we're looking at Mother's Day to be pretty good. We'll just have to dodge a few scattered showers, a few thunderstorms. That's about it. So our rain chances are not really all over the map, but they're definitely there until we get to Monday, when they should start to taper off. So that is our plan. We'll see if we can make that happen or not. Temperature-wise, pretty much near normal. We'll just dip down a little bit for early next week, and that's about it. So overall, hopefully we get through Mayfest and Live Golf and Mother's Day and many other events without a whole lot of rain. So the storms are diminishing around midnight. By morning, we're going to be in the 60s. And then during the noontime and into the afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms reforming pretty quick late afternoon. So by 6 o'clock, could be about a 60% chance of rain and thunderstorms. And you can see that chance of rain continues as we work our way on into the weekend. And then kind of tapers off. Turns out to be kind of nice next week. Hey, that's your 9-day planner. We'll be right back.